normal taxpayer, or you're part of the taxpayer pool base,
Yeah.
whether you're earning income from social media or from a 9 to 5, right? So you basically put that, you have to tell SARS and say, I earn this income. Whether you pay tax on it or not depends on if you're above the threshold, right? So you have up until 95,000 Rand, 95,750 before you actually start to pay tax. So it's not to say that you'll definitely pay tax, but SARS says you need to declare it, because if you don't, you face up to 50% in penalties.
Wow.
Yeah.
So all of this means, and I know this will be something very talked about on social media.
Yeah.
So this would be if you're being paid to promote whether it's some goods or an event, whatever it is. If you've got a YouTube channel, if you are basically, if you're making any money above the threshold that you spoke about. There was a lot of confusion a bit about that, and I think that this was something that was not clarified much previously. I don't think maybe SARS had anticipated that we would reach this point where you have these influencers who are making money this way.
100%. So I think it's not only cash, it's also in kind. Anything that you receive and you're expected to maybe post about, so in exchange, right?
Okay.
So whether you're going on trips or whether you're receiving items or gifts that you have to put on or discuss, or basically brands, right? So brands that send you things and you basically share information or your experience on them. You have to declare that money, right? So if it's a trip, how much would you have paid if you went on that trip by yourself? So you have to almost estimate as well how much that benefit cost you, or cost the company that basically gave you. And that's your income, essentially.
And I mean, now that there is much clarification on this, what happens to someone who's been doing this for years and now you're being told you have to declare or anything that you post about, or this YouTube channel that you've started, you know, you have to start paying on that. What happens? I know there's the voluntary disclosure program.
Correct.
Yes. Am I now exempt? Do I start now? What happens in an instance like that? Are there penalties that will still apply? Do we know?
I think SARS is much kinder to someone who voluntarily comes forward and uses the VDP system to declare and say, for the past couple of years, I've been an influencer. You only came out as SARS last year, September, to tell me that actually the money that you're making or the gifts that I'm receiving is actually income. And this is how much I've made as an estimate.